Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Very excited for today's beer. Actually, again, no hype. I'm pretty hyped for this beer. I grabbed this one. So this is a Grand Cru from Evil Twin. I also grabbed the Grand Cru Cuvée. This one is a maple bourbon barrel aged stout and barley wine style ale blend. So I'm assuming, based on how that reads, that the stout was aged in maple bourbon barrels, and then there's also a barley wine style ale that they blend together. Maybe the barley wine was also aged in a maple bourbon barrel. It's 12.5% ABV. The Grand Cru is similar. It's over there, but I can't read it from there. Um, but it also has wine barrels, so that's the Cuvée one. So, which is kind of weird. Like Grand Cru just means like the best ingredients or like better ingredients, high quality. Um, and a Cuvée is a mix, and this is technically a mix. So I don't know, kind of weird labeling for me. Although I do like the labels themselves. But anyway, yeah, I'm super excited for this. I love maples, one of my favorite flavors on earth. Bourbon barrel aged stouts, yep. Barley wines, yep. 12.5%, yep. In a 16-ounce can, nope. I would love this to have been in a bottle or a smaller format because I can't put a bottle stopper in my can. Does that product exist? Maybe that's my $1 million idea, a can stopper. There's got to be one. I just don't own one. Let's get into it. I'm sure you didn't come for my ramblings about sizes of cans and bottles. So tell you what, when I was thinking about what color this beer might be, tastes, things like that, it's a little darker than I was thinking. Kind of figured with the barley wine in there, it'd be a little lighter. It's super dark brown, probably compared to if this was just an imperial stout. It does have a little bit more of that reddish, light brown hue, but it's super dark brown, and there are definitely it's black in the center. What I'm seeing is a hair lighter, just a hair lighter from what you're seeing. Although the head is pretty spot on, yeah. Um, Probably about a finger ahead when I first poured it, 3/4, whatever. Um, that mocha-ish color head. Yeah, we definitely get some legs on there. Not surprising with the 12.5% ABV. Let's get into the aroma. One of the things that was in terms of again like what did I think this beer was going to look like, taste like, smell like, whatever. Is this beer? And again, it's like really hyped in my mind. Like I think this is a beer geared towards a bunch of stuff I love, and it's all together. But product is not, or the sum of the product is not always um, great, right? Like you could have a bunch of awesome stuff, and together it's a mess. So I'm wondering about that. The aroma has me a little hesitant. I get like big roast. I get this like sweet, super sweet caramel, probably more from the barley wine, but you can get that certainly in a barrel aged stout specifically. Not that, and I want to say it's a mess. It's just the aroma isn't all working as well as I thought it would. Dark fruit, some like dried raisin kind of a thing going too. Hair smoky, like that roast is mixing. Yeah, where it's approaching a smoke quality. Leather, dark chocolate. So yeah, I mean it smells like a barley wine, it smells like a stout. Um, Not getting a ton of bourbon in the aroma, or maple for that matter. Some vanilla and spirit, but yeah, not a ton of barrel, not a ton of bourbon, not a ton of the maple. See about the taste. Cheers. Okay, I do like the taste, so that's good. Similar to the aroma, there's this stout roast quality. It doesn't approach the smokiness as much as I got in the aroma. That caramel that I'm more associating with the barley wine works very well there. Because they're like some of those chocolate notes with that roast. It's not full on like Rolos, right? Isn't that with the chocolates with the caramel in them? But um, but it has like those notes. Obviously, there is some maple sweetness, but it's not a lot. And again, I'm thinking from how it reads, It was barrels that aged maple syrup and bourbon. Not that there's an addition of maple syrup, and how reserved the maple taste is. I think that's yeah probably the case because this has maple syrup in it. They didn't put very much in it apparently from the taste. You get some vanilla, and yeah, it doesn't taste like vanilla bean. It tastes more like like the wood vanilla. About 80% of the way through the sip, the taste is where I get some oak tannins. I don't get a lot of bourbon specifically in this. There's things that I associate with bourbon barrel aging, the vanilla, the oak, like I said. I can see a little bit of coconut in there too, actually, but I don't get like really the bourbon. No, there it is. Okay, no, I take that back. It's there. It's just not as forward as I thought it would be at 12.5%. Of course, when you're, who knows how big the barley wine they brewed was, who knows how big the stout was that they brewed, let alone what it picked up from a barrel. So how wet the barrels were, I don't know how long it was in a barrel. But based on the amount of bourbon, I'm going to assume that I was correct in that the barley wine was not aged in bourbon barrels. It was just a stout and it's blended with a barley wine that was not barrel aged. I don't know if I'm right, but I'm thinking based on taste, I'm right. Yeah, good beer. It does work. I was, like I said, I was a little hesitant with the aroma, but I do think the taste, the flavors work well together. There's enough sweetness and vanilla, again, from the barrel, that chocolate is more the milk chocolate than dry chocolate, dark chocolate. And the reason I was saying dry is because the finish is not particularly dry. A lot of beers like this, not that I've had a barley wine stout maple bourbon hybrid, um, but a lot of like these bigger bourbon barrel aged beers, stouts that I've been drinking have drier, very dark chocolate or roast kind of finishes, and this finish is much sweeter than I've had lately. So it's kind of nice. I'm appreciating that's different than things I've been drinking lately. I think it was $7.99 a can. So depending on your budget, if you love barley wines, you love stouts aged in bourbon barrel, you love maple, you want to try something like this, if $8 is okay with you for 12 and a half and a 6 ounce can, pull the trigger for sure. But I've had better beers similar to this in terms of barrel aged stouts, blah 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 blah, from Evil Twin as well though. To be fair, but yeah, definitely a good beer to me. Um, and I put it this way, I'm glad I bought one, and I probably there's still more at the start. I probably won't get another one to age though either. But yeah, if you've had this, let me know. I'm really curious because again, it's different. It's got different flavors that are usually paired together, different things together. So if you've had this, I'm really curious what you think of it. I'm actually when I get off this, I'm gonna look up if there's any reviews written or on YouTube. So I'm curious what people think about this. Super curious. So again, if you've had it, let me know in the description in the comments below. Check me out on Instagram Untapped. No hype beer reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.